All right, everybody, welcome back to the second half. I believe we have a chance here for a car to be won here by a drawing. That's going to be a heck of a field goal, though, about 40-yard field goal from this young man here. They sure went barefooted there and had a little better shot at it. All right, all knotted up at 7. We got they put a little time on the clock here. The bands did go over just a minute or two. No big deal though. We just started a minute or two early tonight, so just a quick reminder for everyone. We are back at home next week at Purvis. We'll be hosting Pass Christian next week. I know we're all used to traveling to Pass Christian, feels like, but we do have them at home this year. Invite everyone out to come out. We will be live streaming. If you can't make it out, you're out of pocket. We understand. That's why we do the live streaming. But if you're anywhere close and can get out to the game Friday night, the boys would love to see you out in the bleachers along the fence. It sure does make them feel a little better. I promise you ask any of them, it makes their Friday night a lot better when they look up and see a full crowd out in the bleachers. We are streaming tonight off our new iPad. The Booster Club generously purchased me a iPad 13 Pro that we're using to stream with now. Unfortunately, they sold me the wrong one, and we go back tomorrow and we'll trade it out. They sold me one without cellular service, so I am having to stream tonight using my phone as a hotspot. So if it's not as clear and clean as I'd like it to be, I apologize. We'll have that fixed by next week. Which when we're at home, we're all on the Wi-Fi. Yeah. Water. A water. If we got a water. We will be kicking off here to start second half. Lumberton won the coin toss and deferred to second half. Perez, number 40. He's our new face this year, kicking for us. Did a wonderful job here in the first half kicking. His only PAT point was right down the pipe.
Chairman, there's a silver Maxima still blocking a car at the library with Stone County plates. The record's on the way.
And if you're watching live and you know somebody with a Maxima with Stone County plates, you may want to give them a shout. It's about to be towed.
Up at the library, that is to our south. It's going to be towed.
Looks like Lumberton's got number 4 and I believe number 13 back around their own 20, set to receive the second half kickoff. As soon as we kill the music here, we'll get this rolling. Perez with a kick, kicks it high. Ball's gonna be mishandled at around the 28-yard line. His knee was down when he recovered it, so Lumberton will take over from about their own 20, maybe 29. We're going to spot him actually almost to the 30 across the field.
Kick returned by Gabe Franklin for the Panthers. Up to near the
number 12 for the Lumberton going off the field. Got a little bit of a cramp, looks like. Hope that's all it is. He's okay.
Yeah, he was rubbing.
Okay. And we're underway for the second half here in Lumberton. Snap, handoff at the middle, going to be met. Number 5 for the Tornadoes and number 55. Takell Lee on the carry. Number 5, Jonah Anderson. And number 55, Ben Starks on the stop. I'm going to give him about a yard, maybe a yard and a half on that. Big quarterback keep on the left. Tell you that design quarterback keep is just killing us. Big tackle on the Lumberton sideline. I think it was Paxton Cooper on the tackle.
That's a Panther first down.
They're going to mark him out of bounds right at the Lumberton 45-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Going to be met right at the line of scrimmage. Going to fall forward for about a yard. Harris on the carry. I believe number 5 on the stop for the Panthers. The Jonah Anderson. So second down and 8. They're giving 2 yards on that carry. Be a false start here by Lumberton, number 10. It's going to back it up, make it second down and about 13.
Penalty against the Panthers, 5 yards.
You got to keep an eye on number 1, Chase Toney here on this on this long side of the field. He's been a big part of the first half of the Panthers. Hanover by himself in man coverage, which he's still in man, but and looking to him, Bowers on one-on-one cover. They overthrow number 10, intended receiver for Lumberton, Romella Edwards. So it's going to be up third down and 13 for Lumberton. Better coverage there for the Tornadoes on that play. Big third down here for the Tornadoes, needing a stop early on here. Bounces it outside.
Nathan Bowens on the carry.
Bowens is going to get out to around the 47. So it'll be 4th down and about 8 here for the Panthers. Panthers helped out the Tornadoes there with a penalty.
Good job, Purvis!
He took advantage of it there with a good stop on 3rd down. Got Paxton back around his own 20-yard line, set to receive the punt. Young man for Lumberton's done a fine job tonight punting the snaps and all. That's the best snap he's seen tonight.
Ooh, got a hand on it.
And takes a Lumberton bounce, and Paxton does a good job there wrapping that ball up because that ball's still rolling if Paxton don't stop it.
Good job, Purvis!
So Purvis take over about their own 27 maybe. Let's look and see where they spotted him down at.
Let's go!
Looks like about our own 26, just this side of the 25. Hoyt's trying to pass water. Mo in the backfield right beside Lawler, going to hand it off to him on that left side. He's got a little bit of running room now. Tell you what, there wasn't much there, but he hit that hole good and hard and picked up about 7, I believe. I tell you, that's the first time I've seen him plant that foot and head north hard tonight. I think they may have showed him something at halftime too on that, because he planted that foot and made a move north, and he hadn't done that yet tonight like that. We'll go back to Mo on this left side. Good block by Pete Cuevas. Mo breaks a tackle in the open field. They're not going to catch him. That's a tornado touchdown. Mo with about a 67, 68-yard touchdown run. I tell you, that's 2 times in a row. 2 times in a row we've seen him plant that foot, but Pete Cuevas broke that play open with a good pull and kick on that and just laid a good block, and Mo went right off of it and left. Perez on here for the PAT for the Tornadoes. Good snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. The Tornadoes lead 14-7 early on here in the second half. A good job tonight both times. Pete is snapping on the PATs, and Lane Emmons holding great job tonight on both PATs. Good snaps, good holds. Gives Perez an easy kick for a PAT. But I tell you, if you watch the first half, you just notice the difference in that. Mo seen a gap and hit it hard. He was kind of like he was trying to get a little bit outside in the first half a little bit. But both times right there, he planted that foot and went north on both of those runs. But got to give the offensive line credit right there, especially, I hate to just say one kid, but that's what I saw when I'm trying to look out of the camera at the same time as Pete pulling on his left side and doing a great block on that end. Lumberton has number 4, Micah Sales, and looks like Gabe Franklin back out their own 19, set to receive the Perez kickoff here from the Tornadoes. Good high kick by Perez, going to be called around the Lumberton 20. He's got a little run room around the left side. Breaking tackle, ball comes out. I believe Lumberton recovered, I believe. I tell you, that's a product of him breaking tackles a lot of time. That's when that ball gets poked out. Good job running. Who recovered the ball? Kobe Adams on recovery there by the Panthers. being aware of what happened right there, doing a good job for Lumberton getting the ball back for them. That could have been a really big moment. I mean, we just had a momentum shift, but that could have been a really big one for the Tornadoes. So Lumberton takes over on their own 36-yard line. And 8:44 left to go here in the third quarter. Man in motion, going to toss it to number 10. He's going to be hitting the backfield, breaks the tackle. And then number 55, big starts, gets a harm on him, slows him down. Number 9, Lane Emmons. Number 11, Braden Bowers to finish it up. We do have a Panther down the play, though. Number 10 looks like Romella Edwards. He's had a big ball game tonight. Hope that young man's okay. He's going to jog off the field, though, on his own power. That's what we like to see. Maybe it's just a cramp we're going to hope for. All right, so second down and about 13 here for the Panthers after the loss. Low snap gathered in by the quarterback. Looks out to his left. They're going to be holding against the Panthers right there, I believe. They're going to be knocked out of bounds by number 11, Braden Bowers. So that will be a hold. So I believe we'll take that penalty and make it second down and about 8.
We do have a flag on the play.
It is a spot foul, so it depends on where they called it from, where we mark this thing back from. So, so actually that's going to make it second down and about 12, 17, 14. Second down and long here for the Panthers. Like I said, as low as I am, I'll come trying to get the marker here. Look, the ball spotted at about the 26. Line of gain is the 46. So we'll say second and 20. Ooh, number 1 smelled some footsteps there coming in on him. I mean, yeah, he felt them, he smelled them, he heard them. I mean, good play by number 7 to peel off of that too and not make a unwanted hit right there. So third down and about 20 for the Panthers. Ball is back about their own 26, 27-yard line.
Timeout. Panthers. As you entered the pit tonight, you may have noticed.
Let's go, Purvis! Let's go, Purvis!
New interior fence around the field.
Let's go, Purvis!
East corner of the stadium, the future
Let's go, Purvis!
home and visitor ticket booths and restrooms. These projects would not be possible without the support.
Big third down coming here for the Panthers. We got a little momentum here for the Tornadoes, going here with a big opening touchdown run for Mo. Mo had 2 good runs on that drive.
Personnel that have pitched in on these projects, including Stephen Martin, Melvin Vincent, Nathan Rankin, Davey Pitt, Billy Ford.
So third down and 20 here.
Barry Arnold, and Bryce.
Keep everybody in front of you right here, Purvis, and let's don't let them get a big play on third down.
Michael Dean and GCB Coatings.
Gonna fake the handoff. Gonna take a deep shot downfield. Coverage is there. Good coverage.
Bowen's pass intended.
I tell you, downfield tonight, we've had good coverage downfield tonight. That was number 15, Jeremiah Williams on the Jeremiah Daniels on the coverage. Paxton was there over the top with a little help. Good job keeping his hands off of him there and having really good coverage down the field. So Paxton Cooper will be back to receive this punt.
Dean and Cameron Owens
Number 8, Charlie Reynolds. He's had a good night tonight punting for the Panthers.
At the pitch.
Paxton's back about his own 39. And he that's off the side of his foot. He's going to go out of bounds at about the Panther 45, 46 yard line, I believe. See where they spot this ball up. I tell you here, we found a little bit of a momentum there. We're running the ball there with Mo in that first possession, the second half. Let's see if we can keep that momentum going. We're down to 7:43 left to go in the third quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Going back to that tight power formation that we ran late in the second quarter. Had a little bit of success with. Going to be up the middle with Mo. He's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage once again. Number 6 with a big play for the Panthers. Adams. He's a little slow to get up. He's played a heck of a ball game tonight. In my head, I got him down for probably about 7 or 8 tackles already tonight. So pick up about 2 from Mo on the play in the Tornadoes. Coming up second down and 8. We're going to stay with that heavy set again. Mishandling the backfield, but we're able to get it in Mo's hands. He bounces outside, cuts upfield, lays a big hit at about the 39-yard line. Let's see where they mark him down at. Around the 39-yard line. Micah Sales on the stop. I don't know who took the bigger hit that play here. Mo, they both laid the boom right there. So third down and about 4 here for the Tornadoes. Going back to Mo, up the middle. Mo breaks that tackle in the backfield. Works it hard forward all the way down to around the 30-yard line for a Tornado first down. Had a couple high snaps on this possession. Keep an eye on that. Make sure we corral those in every time. The ball is just this side of the 30. Another high snap to Mo, left side in the backfield. Breaks the tackle. Almost breaks a second tackle. Late flag right here. So I'm not sure what that's going to be. Going to be holding against the Tornadoes. We do have another Panther down the field. He's grabbing a calf, so I'm going to got a cramp. Yeah, he's going to get off the field on his own power. So it's going to bring first down about 20 here for the Tornadoes. He's waiting on the back judge to move the ball.
Repeat first down. And that's an official's timeout.
So they're going to burn a heat timeout here.
Attention, please. If you're standing up,
5:57 left to go here in the third quarter. Your Tornadoes lead 14-7.
Between the two barricades, would you please move a little?
Quick reminder, several things going on. If you ordered from our store over the past month, we did this year for our apparel. Hopefully first part of next week we'll have all that out. We'll make a post on Facebook, let you know a pickup time for that. We appreciate everybody's support this year with that. We had about almost 70 orders this year with that, with over 210 items was ordered, so we appreciate all your support with that. Also this year, our first time doing Taz's sidekicks, and we look forward to that with these youngsters. We got a lot of kids from the age of about 4 to around 10 signed up. Look forward to all of them being on the field next Friday night pregame and helping your Tornadoes out on the field with Taz. Taz is back this year. We was able to do some repairs. Hoyt's been doing some plastic surgery on him for the last month or so. Got him cleaned up, and he is ready to go. We'll stay in that same formation. And first and 20. Going to be a Long will keep on the left side, trying to get to the edge, but did not make it. I'm sure he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Hunter Brewer on the carry for the Tornadoes.
Was that Brewer? That was actually Brewer in on the carry for the Tornadoes. I apologize, Hunter. Number 1, Hunter Brewer now at quarterback. Had a little bit of an off-season battle for quarterback, so I guess we're going to see a little bit of both tonight. Going to fake the handoff, take a deep shot downfield. Threw to the wrong shoulder there. Number 7 was intended receiver Dakota Anderson, but we do have a Panther down on the play. Let's give him a moment here to get himself gathered up. Looks like another cramp, so we'll hate to see any type of injury, but that's if we want to see one, that's what we would prefer to see. That way everybody's healthy and safe. Thankful to all our moms that came over to the field last night at meet at the Tornado and had prayer over the field, over the boys' lockers last night. We appreciate all of them. So it's going to be 3rd down and long for the Tornadoes. Ball spotted at about the 43-yard line. The yard to gain is the 20-yard line. So a little different formation for the Tornadoes here. Going back to the right side to Mo. Mo cuts up behind a blocker, finds some running room. Lead blocker, number 57, Gavin Bibb leading the way. Michael Sales on the tackle for the Panthers. So it's going to bring up 4th down and manageable now for the Tornadoes. 2 more Lumberton players. Looks like they're battling cramps here tonight. You know, you got to give these guys kudos. A lot of these Lumberton guys are going both ways tonight. First game of the season. They're going to be struggling with that. So 4th down and about long 7 here for the Tornadoes.
Fourth down for the Tornadoes.
Bring Dakota in motion. Gonna look to the left. Ball come out of his hand, I believe. Ball is intercepted by Lumberton. Going to be riled in by Darian Gray, but he is now down on the play, hurt. He's grabbing the back of his, looks like he's grabbing his hamstring. That's the anchor of our line right there on the ground. He gets up on his own power, hustles himself up off the field. So we got another Lumberton player also down on the field. That's number 1. He is also cramping.
Maybe it's time for a heat.
I believe Darian Gray is too. They're over stretching him out.
Heat timeout? Yeah.
Well, we've already had our heat timeout for the 3rd quarter.
Well, they need to call another one, obviously.
So. All right, so Darian's been the anchor of that defensive line tonight. He is down on the sideline. Looks like he's battling a cramp. So
Let's go, defense!
ball is about the 20-yard line where Lumberton's going to take over. Quarterback keep running left side. Good play by number 6. He's going to break his tackle, though. And they're going to be wrangled in by, looks like, number 6 for the Tornadoes, Dalton Ferrara. Hope I pronounced that correctly. Ferrar. We'll just call him Ferrari. Ben Stark's down the field right now like he's got a cramp also. Tell you what, this is going to be the tale of the rest of this game, man. Is conditioning right now at this point in time, week 1. Yeah, these players are limited to what they can practice. The way the Mississippi High School Athletic Association sets the guidelines. And it kind of shows a lot of times in week 1 and 2. Big Stark's trying to stay on the field, but unfortunately, buddy, you got to come off at least for one play. Looks like Darian Gray's up moving on the sideline again, walking around, so that's good to see that. Handoff up the middle. Breaks a couple tackles. They're going to be brought down by number 6 and who was their first man? First man there, number 80. I can't tell who that is. Number 88. Damian Bruce was the first man there.
Third down and about 1 for the Panthers.
So 3rd down and 1 for the Panthers. Quarterback keep running the left side. He's going to get the first down. That's about it. Going to be stopped by a host of Tornadoes, number 6. First man there for the Tornadoes. Dalton Farrar again. 57, Gavin Bibbs there to help finish it up, but it will be a Panther first down. Ball spotted around the 31-yard line, looks like.
Defense! Let's go, D!
Purvis did a great job containing the edge, but number 4 found the seam right off the tackle's edge right there, and going to pick up a big gain all the way out to the 50-yard line for another Panther first down. Paxton Cooper with the stop. Well, that young man is still running. Down under 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. I tell you, we got whipped on that left side that time. There'll be a gain of about 6 on the play. We're going to give him almost to the 44-yard line, just shy. So 2nd down and 5-ish for the Panthers. We had an opportunity to take advantage earlier with a nice stop and a really bad punt, which is the first bad punt of the night for Lumberton. And we started on Lumberton's 45-yard line, but could not overcome a couple penalties. We made it all the way down to the 20-yard line. Number 20 missed him originally, but ended up coming back and getting him on the tackle. Drew Harrington. I believe that's going to be enough for a first down, I believe, or maybe just shy. It's going to be 3rd down and about a yard here.
Hold on, Purvis!
Looks like
that's a Panther first down.
Looks like they're going to decide to move the chains now and make that a Panther first down. Or maybe the chains just quit paying attention, I'm guessing. Deep shot downfield. Going to be caught by number 1, Chase Tony. Jeremiah Daniel, I believe, gave up on that a little too early and got up a little too quick. He had good position on Tony, but I believe he jumped a little too early on that. But I'll tell you, that's every deep pass we've had coverage there, which is an improvement. The last couple of years we've struggled with deep coverage downfield. We've had coverage there tonight. Lumberton's made some great passes and great catches. So it's 14-13 with the PAT coming on here for the Panthers. Good snap, hold, and it is, I believe it, no good, just left. It hit the Powerade time clock, the game play clock, just left. So the Tornadoes hold on to a slim lead here with 39 seconds to go in the third quarter. Going to have Paxton and Jeremiah back about their own 15. Now, Paxton's had a couple close opportunities tonight to break some big returns. Love to see him find a seam right here and get us some good field position. Ball is going to be fielded short. Couldn't see who picked that ball up, number 9. Number on the left side. Gets out to about the 35. Number 9, Lane Emmons. On the return. I want to say Emmons was number 11. I'm going to have to learn. Lane Emmons, number 9. Bowens on the stop for the Panthers. So Tornadoes start over. Good field position on the 35-yard line.
And that was Lane Emmons on the carry on the return.
Tell you one thing we haven't seen tonight is Mo in that pistol formation. I look to see that any time now. Last year it was really good for us late in the year. We're going to go about Mo. He's got good blocking on the edge. Darian Gray with a good block. He's going to go down about the 40. So they mark him down at pickup of about 6. So second down and 4. Good to see Darian Gray out there after coming out on the last drive, making a good block on the edge. Looks like that's going to be it. We're going to roll into the fourth quarter here tonight, holding a close lead over the Panthers, 14-13. Kind of give you all a refresher before we started the game. I did let y'all know if you'll notice the boys tonight. We're going to tell you, we're going to say the young men tonight are in brand new uniforms tonight, new helmets, new jerseys, new pants. Thank the Touchdown Club this year for making that happen. We did purchase them 2 new tops this year, a new gold bottom. I got a purple top also for home, and all brand new helmets this year. So I appreciate the Touchdown Club and their willingness to help out and make that happen. That way these young men have the best that we can give them every Friday night. If you're interested in joining the Touchdown Club, it's real easy. Give one of us a shout on Facebook and we'll tell you what to do and how to help. The ball's on the 45-yard line. Tornadoes need about 4-5 yards here, so second down and 5. And then motion gives it to Mo off his hip. He's going to fall forward for about 3 yards. So it's going to bring up third down and about 2. Number 3, Takel Lee on the stop. So 3rd down and about 2 yards here to get a first down. Much needed first down here for the Tornadoes. Give their defense a rest. Going back to Mo. Mo tries to bounce it outside. Got a face mask on the penalty. That's going to be a first down.
Good job, Mo!
Almost pulled Mo's helmet off. Good hard running by Mo though still. So that'll be a Tornado first down. We do have 2 players down the field. I believe it's be Cramps, number 5. Jonah Anderson for the Tornadoes. I can't tell who's down for the Panthers right now, but it seems to be Cramps, the best I can tell.
Here's a face mask against the Panthers.
So that's going to put the ball just shy of midfield at the Tornado 49-yard line for a Tornado first down after the penalty. Tell you what, good defense there by the Panthers, though. They had him shut off on the edge. Mo was able to fight forward and get about 3 yards back that he had lost on that play. But the face mask took that away. Mo's got a seam up the middle. In front of a host of blockers. I tell you what, number 68, number 85, number 77, 52 for the Tornadoes. Had a big hole there for Mo to hit. So a gain of about 7.5 or so. Need about 2 yards here to get a first down. Second down, we'll say second down and 8. Second down and 2, I'm sorry. Going back to Mo, good blocking up front. Mo runs over a tackle, not sure what the flag's for. They're going to call a holding against the Tornadoes, not sure where. From my point of view, I couldn't see it, but you know, it is what it is. Just going to bring that back. Be second down and around 12 here for the Tornadoes. Back to that power set again. Going to be a keep. I believe that's Lawler back in the corner. Colin Lawler breaks free. Runs over number 7 at around the 34-yard line. Good block on that left side. Kate Lawler kind of looked up and realized, hey, I'm in the open field. I don't think he was quite expecting to be that open over there. Number 7 for the Panthers. Nigel Holder on the stop. He took a good hard lick there from Lawler. So that is a Tornado first down. Ball is spotted on the Panther 35-yard line. Let me hand off to Mo at that left side. Mo jumps over a player, still running, pounding the ball hard. Going to be close to another Tornado first down. Let's see if they spot him at. And that is enough to move the chains for another Tornado first down.
All right, Purvis!
I'll tell you one thing I've noticed, and keep an eye on this, is we've run away from number 6 this second half. We have not ran at him. 6. Cody Adams, he dominated the first half, but we've stayed away from him in the second half. Here comes Kay Lawler. Good block by Mo on the edge. Going to pick up about 3 yards on the play. Tackle number 4, Michael Sales on the stop for the Panthers. up 2nd down and about 6 from what I can tell from this angle. The ball is spotted at around the 19-yard line. Down to 8:22 here to go in the game. Going to that left side with Mo. He's got a little bit of a gap. He's going to be hit hard at about the line of scrimmage. May fall forward for a yard there. Couldn't tell who was on the stop for the Panthers. I believe number 10, I think. Yeah, Romello Edwards, I believe, was the first man there. So it looks like we're about a yard here. So Mo got a little more than I thought he did there. So 3rd and about a yard here. We're going back to Mo. He's going to be hit in the backfield. That right side collapsed in. Number 6, and I just told you, we've been running away from him. We go right at him, and Adams with the stop. Big hit in the backfield. So 4th down now and about 2 after a loss of about a yard on the play. Tell you, that kid's played a heck of a game tonight for the Panthers. Big 4th down here. Lumberton needing to stop to keep it within 1 score. Well, I guess a touchdown would keep it within 1 score also, as long as we didn't go for 2.
Timeout, Tornadoes. Lamar County Schools would like to remind you about an important board.
So Tornado timeout, tried the hard count, and no one jumped, so we burn a timeout. Make it 4th down and 2 still. Big 4th down. This is the biggest play of the game so far tonight right now. 6:50 left to go in the game.
LamarCountySchools.org and click on Board Referendum.
How do we not have a plan? I know that. I hope.
Thank you to our game sponsors, Lamar County Board of Supervisors, Pearl River County Hospital and Nursing Home, Taylor HVAC, Vines Realty, Abercrombie Underground Solutions, Idaho Forest Group, Highland Community Hospital. Thank you also to Touchdown Club sponsors John's Discount Drugs, Norris Insurance.
All right, here we go. Here's the biggest play of the game right now fixing to take place. Ball down around the 16-yard line. We need about 2 yards for a 1st down. 4th and 2. We're coming on that power set. We're going to keep it with K. Lowe on that side. He's got blockers. He falls forward, I believe, for a Tornado 1st down. Oh, they're going to hold the chains right here and see what the spot they get. There is a flag on the play. I'm going to guess they're going to call backside holding because the flag was thrown at the left side of the offensive line.
Holding Tornadoes.
That's going to back us up. Still 4th down.
Repeat 4th down.
I think you got a. Oh. With Jacob, I say we could try this. I'm not sure with Perez, is what we're going to do here. I think everybody need to look for Paxton here. Let Paxton get this for you. We ain't heard from him much in offense. He had 1 catch there earlier in the game. And a fake handoff to Mo, rolls to his left. Jeremiah's wide open on the left side. Makes a call, the ball comes out. Good defensive play by number 4. We do have a flag on the field. Another holding penalty against the Tornadoes. But good play by number 4 in the end zone to knock the ball loose for the Panthers. Micah Sales. So the Panthers will take over with a turnover on down. With 6:22 left to go in the game, the Tornadoes lead 14-13. Yeah, Lumberton had a couple bad snaps in the first half. You're going to keep an eye on that. A lot of pressure here. Let's see how they respond. That was a high snap right there. He's able to corral it in. The ball is out. The ball is out. He was standing up when the ball came out. He recovered himself. He did recover it. Number 7, Dakota Anderson, strips the ball out. They came in like he was trying to say he was down, but he was standing straight up unless he fell directly on it. Kind of hard to see from here. So we're going to be a heat timeout here. Last one of the game with 5:52 left to go in the game from Lumberton. All right, here we go. Second down. Looks like about 7 to go from what I can tell from this angle. Gonna have up the middle. Gonna be hit just beyond the line of scrimmage. He's fighting forward. Then gonna be brought down by a host of tornadoes. First man there was Big Starks. It's finished up by number, looks like 33, Jackson Walker. So third down and about 4 here for the Panthers. With 5:30 to go, you're in that, getting close to that territory of going for it here, making this 4-down territory. That's going to be a false start against the Panthers. Not what they wanted to see right there. I mean, number 10 has played a heck of a football game tonight. Sure don't want to see this game decided by penalties here in the last few minutes.
Let's go, defense!
Good penetration in the backfield by the Tornadoes. But he escapes, trips up, and he's going to get a tornado. Looks like a Panther first down.
With the carry for a Panther first down.
A little bit of over pursuit made by the Tornadoes right there. Running back coach. Ain't that him? Yeah.
Hold on, defense, hold
So
on!
first down Panthers, ball's on the 38-yard line. Gonna be quarterback keeper on the right side. Finds the seam. Gonna be knocked out of bounds by Paxton Cooper down around the 35, I believe. Let's see where they spot him down at.
Near the 35-yard line for a Panther.
Tell you what, that play has been unstoppable tonight for them for the most part. A couple of times we've shut it down, but need big Ben Starks here to step up, make a big play for us on defense here. Gonna drop back to pass. Gonna be holding. They drag Pete Cuevas to the ground. It's gonna be picked off by Paxton Cooper at around the 9-yard line. So we'll wave off that penalty, decline it, and that'll be a turnover. So there was, Pete Cuevas had a free run at quarterback, and he was basically tackled in the backfield. Jeremiah was beat a little bit, but they got to see Paxton playing a little deep in that safety position. Paxton come up with a nice pick there, but we have Chase Tony is down the field again. That kid's had a heck of a football game tonight. Well, like he's still battling cramps a little bit. So, now 4 minutes to go in the game. Leading a good long drive here. I don't know the timeout count. It's not on the scoreboard. So, I know Lumberton, I think burnt one in the third quarter, I believe. So. All right, here we go. First down. The ball looks like it's spotted down around the 6, actually, or is that the 9-yard line? So good snaps here. Control the ball. Like to see Mo break one here. Tight formation here for the Tornadoes. Going to go to the left side with Mo. Mo's got a little bit of running room. Cuts upfield. Going to be a good gain from Mo there. Did he get enough for a Tornado first down? Or is it going to be just shy? Looks like it's going to be about a half a yard shy. Edwards for the Panthers on the tackle. So second down and about a half a yard, best I can tell. Going back to Mo on that left side again. Mo's got room. He is one tackle away from still running. DeKel Lee, if I pronounce that right, on the tackle for the Panthers. It's enough for Tornado first down out around the 35-yard line. We're down to around 3 minutes left to go in the game. They're getting close to where Lumberton's going to have to start burning timeouts here before much longer. I tell you, it's really hard on us because it's no play clock to see, so you're kind of gambling on when to snap this ball. Hand off at the middle, number 30, I believe, or number 20. No. Number 20.
20. Drew Harrington.
Drew Harrington on the carry for the Tornadoes. Like about a 7-yard pickup. Going to pick up a second down and 3 here for the Tornadoes. Ball spotted around the 42.5-yard line. Going to leave Harrington in the backfield here. It's going to be, looks like Brewer in at quarterback that time, but he had nowhere to go. So is Lumberton going to burn a timeout right here? I believe they are. They're running out of time here, so Lumberton's going to burn a timeout here. They're going to stop the clock with 1:47 left to go in the game. It's going to be third down and 9.
Southern Council is selling Spirit blankets for $26. So
I mean, honestly, here I think you give it to Mo again and just hope for the best, and then punt it away, and you got to play some defense. I mean, that's as simple as that. I mean, get a little tricky here. Look for Paxton, maybe. Jeremiah, maybe. We haven't showed a pistol yet tonight. I mean, what the heck? Show him a toss to Mo here, make something like that. Looks like Brewer's still in at quarterback. Mo's back in the game. High snap. Mo breaks the tackle, breaking more tackle, all the way down to the Panther 45-yard line for a Tornado first down. Ramella Edwards with a touchdown saving tackle. Honestly, he tried to rip that ball out. I mean, that's the right play by Edwards. So first down, Tornado's ball is spotted just this side of the 45-yard line. Down to 1:22 left to go in the game. Going to be a false start on the Tornadoes. I think on the whole offensive line, from what I could tell. So that does stop the clock now with 1:08 to go. It'll be first down and 15.
All right, Lon, we need a block.
Brewer still in at quarterback.
We need a block here, boys. Let's go.
Going to go to Mo off that right side. He's going to be hitting the backfield. Ball comes out. I think Mo got it back. Is it between his legs?
Yeah, they're fighting.
It's between his legs, I believe. There is a fight for the ball. I believe Mo's got a lock on those legs, and it wasn't coming out. Let's see what the call is. Mo comes up with the ball. But they're going to say Lumberton recovered. Big turn of events right here. Now 58 seconds left to go in the game. I think Lumberton may have one timeout remaining. I'm not for sure, so don't hold me to that. Ball is spotted just inside their territory at midfield. You gotta watch. Quarterback keep to the right side, to the wide side of the field. You give zero the wide side of the field right here, it's gonna hurt us. And there he goes, right side of the field. Breaking tackles. We do have Mo in at linebacker with Mo with the stop. That's going to be enough for a Panther first down, though. That stops the clock when we move the chains. 50 seconds to go. But we do have a Panther down on the field.
Good job, Momo!
Oh, man, the quarterback, Owens, looks like he's cramping, so he does have to come out for a play. I hate that. Come on, buddy, get off the field. Come on, buddy, do it yourself. Oh, no, they helped him off the field. I don't like to see that. Let's just hope it's just cramps. He's straight legging, so let's say a prayer for the quarterback, number 0. Hope he's okay. So 50 seconds left to go. Ball's on the 40-yard line. The Tornadoes lead 14-13. Little different look. Left-handed quarterback for Lumberton. Ball is caught down around the 36, I believe. I believe he got, I'm going to say he got out of bounds, so it's going to stop the clock. I believe that's Tony, Chase Tony in at quarterback. No, yeah, on reception. So you would think Lumberton would continue to go to the short side of the field here if they can stop the clock. Bad snap. Going to be a big loss for the Panthers. It's going to bring up third down now on about 18. The clock is either running or they call a timeout. Why is the clock stopped? Timeout Lumberton. All right, so Lumberton did have a timeout remaining. I'm going to say that's their last one. Ball's going to be spotted back around the 47-yard line, looks like. So Be around 3rd down and 17 here for the Panthers. 38 ticks left on the clock. I wish I knew who knocked that ball out when Mo was running. Great play on Panther defense right there. Mo don't give up the ball very much, so great play by the Panthers defense to knock that ball out earlier. So 3rd down, about 17 to go. They put 2 seconds back on the clock at 40 seconds. And there's a whistle. Zero back in the game, steps up in the pocket, heaves it downfield to a wide open Tony, makes a catch, goes down at around the 16-yard line. But the quarterback is down on the field again. Well, the clock would stop for the chains to be moved, so. You got a player down, You got a player down. Oh, have mercy.
Let's go, big! Oh, big right here!
Number 1, Chase Tony coming up with a big play, and real smart, getting down right there. You had the first down, the clock's going to stop. Good play by him, being smart, getting down. So 25. Yeah, Tony's back at quarterback. With Big Bowens is out. Looks like Hankins is going to burn a timeout here. Take a look at this.
Timeout, Tornadoes.
And he is back in the game. .22 ticks left on the clock. I believe no one has any timeouts. So you either got to throw at the sidelines here or get a first down if you're Lumberton. I mean, Purvis is giving up the middle of the field except for Paxton right now.
Let's go, Purvis!
High snap brought in by Tony. Throws the ball. It is almost picked off. Broken up by number 9, Lane Emmons. That incomplete pass does stop the clock with 17 seconds left on the clock. That's 2nd down now. Like I said, they're gonna you gotta protect the sidelines right here. They're either throwing at the sidelines or throwing at the end zone, I believe, right here. And you gotta think it's on the short side of the field. It does go short side. Throws back across the field to a Chase Tony in the end zone. Wide open for a Panther touchdown with 10 seconds left on the clock. I believe that was drawn up the way Bowens went to his right and then looked right back to his left. Tony was leaked behind the safeties, and I mean, I don't think he threw it any better than that too. Great throw. Like I said, you're either going to the sideline on the short side of the field or you're going to the end zone. One of the two. and they went at the end zone. So 19-14. Looks like Lumberton's going to go for a 2-point conversion here. Going to run to his right side, breaks a couple tackles, gets in. 2-point conversion is good. The Panthers lead 21-14 over your Tornadoes with 10 seconds left to go in the game. I believe you're probably going to see Mo and Paxton. There is 3 flags on the field, so there may be some unsportsmanlike. Who knows who's against? It may be both teams at this point in time. I believe you're going to see, I would think we would see Mo set up somewhere on this return, but I don't see him anywhere. The thing is where will Lumberton be kicking off from at this point in time? They're all 5 officiators, 5 of the officials are down around the goal line discussing this. And I'm guessing we're probably going to have personal fouls against both teams here. All right, we do have Mo back now. Mo's set about his 15-yard line with number 12, Parker Young. I believe what you're going to see here is if Parker gets it, probably a handoff to Mo. I mean, I may be wrong, but until we hash out these penalties, he's doing a hand gesture like they kicked someone out of the game. So I believe someone was ejected from the game, not sure who. I believe
Like 3 people are out.
I think they have ejected a couple players from what I can tell. We'll see with this spot of the ball on what took place. If it's offset, it's going to stand still, but if it's against Lumberton, it's fixing to move back 15 yards. Unsportsmanlike on Purvis, unsportsmanlike on Lumberton. That will offset, and we'll kick the ball. Well, you got to make sure you kick the right kid out because this kid's got to miss the first half of the next game too. So you want to make sure you don't want to kick somebody out that didn't deserve it, I guess. Yeah. So Mo's back around his own 20. They don't kick it to him. It's going to bounce to him. He's going to step out of bounds. So I think he may have fielded it out of bounds. If he lets it go out of bounds, the ball spotted at the 35-yard line. But yeah, he doesn't do kickoff, so I guess he's not used to that. So here it is, 10 seconds left to go in the game. We're down by, I'm sorry, let me change the score. I got so wrapped up in the penalty there, I forgot to change the score. I apologize. So they're walking the ball back. The ball's going to be spotted at right at the 20-yard line. You know, you just kind of poke and hope here and hope for something good to happen. Going to look. Ball's going to be intercepted. and ran back for a Panther touchdown. At the end of the night, the score will be Lumberton 27, the Tornadoes 14. We appreciate everybody coming on tonight, joining us. Hard fought game tonight by both sides. A lot of crap in the night from both sides. We'll see y'all at Purvis next week. We do host Pass Christian at home, 7 o'clock next week. Hope to see everyone out.